boys and girls, it's Mrs. Wettstein again, and I am outside on this windy day to check on our signs of spring. Okay, here we go. So here are a lot of the seeds that we planted inside, and you can see how much they've grown since last time. We have a variety of plants growing here. These are going to be kohlrabi, but they're going to be purple kohlrabi, as you can see here if you look carefully at the stems. Here, our cucumbers are not coming up yet. These are going to be squash plants. Let's see, we've got our pumpkin plants. Look how tall some of them have gotten. Here's our kale. Over here, we have lettuce plants growing. Believe it or not, these little leaves are going to grow to big lettuce leaves. This is going to be cilantro, dill, like you put in pickles, parsley, basil. This is a flower. This will grow some flowers called nasturtium. Miss Kari grows those in our school garden. And some more kohlrabi. So lots of plants growing. You can tell they've grown a lot, and now I've put them outside. I haven't put them in my garden yet, but I put them outside because the rain watered them today. Let's check on our other plants. Here, these are going to grow to be peonies. Some people say peonies, and they're big, beautiful pink flowers. Actually, these are white flowers. Big, beautiful white flowers. I have pink ones over there. But notice they were only about 1 inch out of the ground before, and look how tall they are now. Later, they'll grow to be taller than these. And these are daylilies, and look how much taller they've gotten too. All of these kinds of plants that are coming up right here are called perennials. They're the kind that I did not have to plant. I planted them a long time ago, and every year they come back. Let's check on our other plants. We're heading to the flower garden. Ooh, on the way, let's look at the tree. Notice how some of them, they're a little bit bigger, they're a little more open, but they're not complete leaves yet. So pretty soon, I bet. Let's go this way to the flower garden. Notice on the way how green the grass is, and it's getting longer, which means Mrs. Wettstein needs to cut the grass. Woo, we have flowers, boys and girls. So last time, our hyacinth were starting to come up, but you couldn't really tell they were flowers yet. Now they are up all the way. Oh, and they smell so good. Look how beautiful they are. Oh, there's Fat Mom. Say hi, Fat Mom. Okay, come on over to our daffodils. My daffodils open too. Look at those. They're beautiful. And these flowers back here are going to be irises. Oh, and we have one tulip started right here. This is going to be a tulip flower, probably red. But some of them, you can see the leaves got nibbled off, and that's from the deer that have been running through my yard lately. You can see over here too, there's a tulip coming up in here. These are the leaves, and then inside here is the stem, and there's the flower. But you can tell that the deer have been having a snack on my tulips. Also, you can see some of my other flowers are starting to come up, along with some grass that doesn't belong there. And over here, dandelions. That's what those are. Not my favorite. I'll have to pull those out later. Let's head to the lilac bushes. No lilacs yet. Looks kind of interesting. You can see where the leaves are going to grow, the green parts, and these purple parts are growing into flowers, and they'll grow to be big, beautiful flowers, but they just haven't opened all of the way yet. But they're getting closer every week. Every time we check, they get closer. Let's head to the vegetable garden. Last week we checked on our rhubarb plant, and the leaves were small, and now look how big they are. And we looked at the rhubarb that was in there, and it was a couple of inches long, and look how long it is now. So here's the stem, and here's the leaf. With rhubarb, you actually eat the stem. We have lots of rows of dirt now in our garden. My husband tilled it up. Mr. Wetstein was busy and put them in nice rows. And I planted some of our plants from inside out here. So here you can see I put some of our lettuce plants along here. Because of the rain, some of them are laying down on the ground. And then here I planted some radish seeds along there. They haven't sprouted yet. And here I put our spinach. You can see these little pots can go right in the ground. So those are the little pots that were in the house. And I put them right in the ground, but that's going to be spinach. And I planted more spinach in here. So, and there's Fat Mom again. So boys and girls, you can see that things are really growing this spring. And the rain today, if you look up at the clouds, you can see that it was a very rainy day. It's a very cloudy day today. And that happens a lot in the spring too. So another sign of spring. All right, so now it's your job. Look out the window, look out the car window, go for a walk wherever you are. Look for signs of spring and see how it's changing. See you next time.